How you doing? I'm Rich McDonald. I play Commander David Mason in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and we're here at the House of Moves where everything takes place.
How familiar were you with the Call of Duty games before you took this role?
I was somewhat familiar. I hadn't played it a whole lot, but I watched many friends play it, and I also have a friend that was a main character in Call of Duty 1, and so the exposure that he was able to impart to me was vital. I mean, it was amazing, the stuff that I'd seen from it. So.
And what are your thoughts on what they've done with this franchise over the last years?
It's just amazing. It's unbelievable where they can take a concept in this world. You know, that from the script being high quality, character-driven stories to the definition that they're able to put in these games right now. It's just unbelievable. It blows my mind.
What do you think of the 2025 setting, and what does it open up as far as new weapons, drones, and robots are concerned?
I think that's a very intelligent choice to make as far as a time period to pick, and not going too far in the future, but just far enough to where they can bring in certain aspects that are being explored right now in the technology fields, but it's ultra realistic in that time frame, you know. And you also have elements from the present that are still going to be applicable in that time frame as well. So.
And the game jumps around like a lot. Like you go to flashback to the 80s at one point. Like, what do you think that opens up as far as like the gameplay and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it's again an extremely intelligent choice because you can get very bored, basically, is being stuck in one part of a game that's futuristic the whole time, or one mode the whole time. But when you have elements from the past and pieces of the previous game that you really enjoyed being brought into this game as well, it connects the player so much more to what they're doing.
And tell us about your character in the game.
Can't go into it too much, but my character is Commander David Mason. He is you've met Alex Mason in Call of Duty 1, Black Ops 1, and I am his son. So I command an elite team of SEALs, and we're going after basically the biggest bad guy in the world. And it's a tough mission to accomplish, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about that. I think there's too many details running in my head that I can't even mention, but it's exciting.
What did David Goyer bring to the story and your character?
You know, that's what amazes me the most about this stuff, is that the writing, the stories are so character-driven and the relationships are so grounded in reality that there's not one aspect of a character that's missing. It's a well-rounded character. Every character is well-rounded, and my character, I really identify with, as far as it's got extreme depth of dark places to extreme heightened excitement, you know, and it's a full spectrum to play, and that's what we as actors love to do. So.
What was it like working with performance capture?
That is an interesting animal. This is my first time to do performance capture, and at first I didn't know what to think, especially when they said, well, you can't, try not to touch your face, or try not to you know, rub this against somebody else and mess up one of the dots or something. I was like, oh great, that's gonna really mess up my performance. But it turned out to be one of the most freeing experiences I've had, because I was telling somebody else, it's like basically being hired to come in and do an acting class. You get these really great scenes, you go into this space, and you're free to do whatever. It's all what comes out of your head, which is great. There's no constraints at all. I mean, yeah, you can't, you know, rub your face and knock the dots off, but it's been amazing.